Hello? Okay. I hope I use the mic this time. But I'm gonna talk about the latest project. It's a MERN auth crash course YouTube tutorial that I did. MERN stands for let's see, MERN I think. No, MongoDB Express for MongoDB for database, Express for backend, React for frontend, and Node for routing. Okay, Node for backend too. Whatever. It's like the same thing. Okay, so let's see. I'll go through like the GitHub commits day by day. Um, so I guess the first one is where I made everything. Okay, day one I did a lot of routing in the backend. So I got a refresher on how the routes. Okay, so it starts in server, right, and then it goes to routes, and then in the routes you send it to controllers. Okay, you send it to controllers, and in the controllers you use stuff from middleware. You use models to interact with the Mongoose database, and yeah, and the DB is where you set it up. Um, there's a lot of new stuff, and to be honest, I'm just trying to build the muscle memory, so I could build projects on my own. This is like completely all copied. Um, yeah, that's day one for the backend. Um, yeah, generate token. I still don't understand what JSON web token is. Like that's is really complicated. I mean, to me, is really complicated. But yeah, I think a lot of it is just boilerplate, like the stuff you copy from the website. So I'm not too concerned about that. And once it gets like abstracted, once all the boilerplate gets like put under like the more code that you write yourself, then it becomes a lot easier, I feel like. And authentication was also done back here. So there's two types of authentication, one in the back end with the server and one in like the front end to show you like different pages, and they work together through front end uses localhost, back end kind of uses MongoDB, I think MongoDB or JWT, I'm not sure. It's like all bunched up for me. And I started a front end was a lot more copying. um, oh yeah, one important thing I learned is the packages, writing my own scripts, so that it's not like, so I don't have to just, so I don't know how to explain it. It's like smoother. I don't have to like open up a bunch of terminals to run everything. So I'm finally getting to learn like what like all the files mean, which I'm really happy about. What else? Yeah, a lot of front end stuff. But pretty much what connects the front end and the back end is the slices, and that uses Redux toolbase, and apparently Redux oh no toolkit, sorry, it's like 11 right now and I'm kind of tired. uh, Redux toolkit is supposed to be the easy version of Redux, and it's still complicated. um, it's still like a lot of boilerplate just like the backend, but um, yeah, there's actually a very repetitive system, yes, right here in the user API slice, and where you send the backend uh, post method, I don't know what it's called, like the requests to the backend, and this is really important. And they use a special naming method as well, and it's called slices. That's a vocab term for Redux toolkit. And auth slice is usually for the front end, and then users API slices for the back end. And API slice, this is a template for the user API slice. See, look, you import API slice, and then yeah. What else? CSS, I think it's all Bootstrap or something. I don't remember. Yeah, I think it's Bootstrap, and um, a lot of the slicing is memory, muscle memory, which I really liked, and I didn't really deploy it because I was gonna wait till I do something cool with it and then I deploy it. But there's like, you have to like change the stuff in like .env to like production, and like have it check in server.js back here, checking if it's in production, and then you do some stuff, and then you do some stuff. But yeah, overall, I think it was very informative. I learned a lot, and hopefully, in the coming weeks, I get to build something out of it. And if not, then that's too bad. Oh, also, I learned about Postman. This is like the Jupyter Notebook, if you know what that is. Jupyter Notebook is like a Python. It just like runs Python code line by line, so it's not like a full file. I think it's very good for like development. This is just like that, but for websites. And oh, it's not just like that, but it's very similar. It's a very useful tool that I use to debug and test out all the routes in the backend. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Bye.